Imagine this. A lion is loose in your neighborhood, not a zoo animal, not a caged beast, but a wild, ravenous predator that has already torn apart some of your neighbors. Would you step outside without a second thought? Would your weapon sit forgotten in the back room while you go check the mail? No. You'd be on high alert. Every shadow would make you pause. Every sound would heighten your senses. Well, that lion actually does exist. He's not a flesh and blood lion, but he is there. 1 Peter 5:8 says, "Your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." And yet so many walk through this life oblivious, casual, unarmed, unprepared. They don't see the danger. They don't feel the hunt. So they fall prey. How does this lion attack? Well, he roars. In verse 9 it says, "Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world." It's not just you. Here's a reality check. This battle is going to cost you. Suffering is inevitable. If you stand for Christ, you're going to bleed for Christ. An enemy doesn't just afflict, he afflicts, then he lies. He whispers that your pain is proof that God has abandoned you, that your suffering is meaningless. But suffering is not defeat, it's training. The saints before you have known this battle. Some were imprisoned, some tortured, some killed, some bore wounds that were unseen, silent nights of weeping, grief too deep for words. But hear this, warrior. Those who consistently persist in this resistance training, you will not remain weak. There is a promise. Resistance produces results. Verse 10, "After that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you." This is not a promise for the resurrection. It's a promise for the battlefield. Those who stand firm will be perfected. Whether you need completion, repair, or just some minor adjustments, God will forge you into what you were meant to be. Those who resist the enemy will be established. That means unshakable, no longer tossed about by every storm. Those who endure suffering will be strengthened, which means what once crushed you will not even shake you. And those who root themselves in God will be settled, like a tree planted by the waters of life, unmoved by the winds of this world. The enemy seeks to devour, but those who resist will stand. They will stand taller, stronger, and unbreakable in Jesus Christ. So hold the line, warrior. Resist on. This resistance will make you strong. And you will not fall when the day becomes evil.